Okay, kids, we're about 8-9 kilometers away from Portomarín. Now, Portomarín is going to be very special to me because this book that I'm finishing up that's very personal, I ended it in Portomarín on the Camino. And the scene I wrote was having never visited it, but I ended it there. And I thought, that's where I want to stay the night, the first night. I do, and I hope I don't get too emotional when I get there. But you see this kind of valley here, down here. What happens is there's a river down there, and Portomarin's on the other side of it. Let's do this. Look at this little area here. These are the little gifts you get if you jump off the road just for a second to look. What we see now is that we are going down, down, down rather quickly. We climbed up over those hills. Now we're coming down. At the basin of this is the valley where the river goes through. Cross a bridge. On the other side, Portomarin's on the hill up above that. So we're not really getting close, I should say. Well, I mean, if we were driving to work, it's only 6 kilometers or so, but walking, it's not terribly close. Anyway, but it's a good sign. Well, that steep hill I was on, that's that road just beyond those hail bales. I went all the way down there, cleared the bottom of that hill. Before I realized I was going the wrong way, I had to climb all the way back up. This little path is just off the beaten path. This is the Camino. So I got lost on the Camino, or I got off the Camino and then got lost. Back on track. So now I'm all alone on the Camino. I'm going to be the last one into Portomarín, whatever it is. I'm going to be the last one in. I guess even on the Camino, you think that Camino is supposed to be where you come to get spiritual, but even on the Camino, there are shitty people. I've heard that the people that start at the beginning kind of resent the people that started Sarria and just walked the last 100 kilometers. And then somebody had to graffiti one of the mile markers and say Jesus didn't start in Sarria. So the whole point of that is to make you feel guilty for starting in Sarria, is how it's pronounced, instead of starting at the beginning. But like a friend of mine I met on the Camino said, we don't know everybody's story. You know, and it's kind of rude to make these assumptions about people just when you don't know their story. It's raining. Still have about 3.5 kilometers to go. Oh my God. Enough. Well, guess what I had to do? I thought it said 3.5 kilometers. Well, I kind of calculated 3.5 kilometers from the marker there, but then it seems like they keep going up. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it to Portomarín tonight. I might be sleeping in the rain in the middle of the forest. There at last we have Portomarín in our sights. We're going to stay there the night. I want you to see what we have to go down to get down to the road to Portomarín. In my book, two old friends meet on this bridge at the end. One of them knows who the other is. The other has no idea that he's talking to an old friend because he's changed his appearance. But it's kind of heartbreaking and rather sad, and yet kind of hopeful too. This was a Roman settlement. When the valley got flooded, many of the buildings were taken piece by piece up onto the hill. That's what's left of the Roman settlement in the water. This is kind of a scary bridge, see? I'm afraid I'm going to drop something, including myself. It's really high up. Actually, in the book, here is where they meet, here on the steps. And I picked this town at random when I wrote about it, looked up pictures online, and now I'm here. First day into the Camino. I'm gonna go up and find a bed. All the pictures online show pilgrims crowding around here. I came late and I walked in the rain, so I get to enjoy this view alone. What a view it is.